I'd like to talk about something now which I feel is vitally important to understand. When I was younger, I felt that this sort of mindset of wealth creation, as it gets called in the States frequently, was just sort of psycho-babble and rubbish. I simply believed that if you work hard, you'd be better off, and if you didn't, well, you wouldn't. And that's kind of how I was brought up. And that was that. But as I've grown older, I hope a little bit wiser, certainly I've got more grey hairs now, I realised that the psychology of wealth creation is of real importance in achieving success. In fact, I'll go as far as saying it is vital. It all starts when you're born. Our internal beliefs concerning money and wealth are ingrained into our subconscious without us really ever realising that it was so. What did our parents teach us about money? Get a good job, go to university, work harder. Some people's parents even told them, well, rich people have ripped people off and they shouldn't trust them, and they live in the big houses up behind the gates to protect themselves. You know, money doesn't grow on trees, and we'll never be able to afford that. How often does one hear that when one was growing up? They're powerful messages, and in effect they've sort of been programmed into our subconscious. It's important that what we need to do is remove these limiting beliefs about money in order to help us build wealth and give us the self-confidence and the self-esteem that we need to put across when we are out there as property developers, because there's competition out there, and those that think they can succeed are more likely to succeed. I've got my sort of rules down here, which I'll go through with you now, my psychological secrets if you like. The first one is what is a mindset? Well, a mindset is what you think, how you were brought up, as we were just discussing, and at your beginnings as well. Very, very important. We then move on to something called self-esteem, and self-esteem is very relevant to wealth creation. Why, I hear you ask? Well, the reason is because if your self-esteem is low and then you achieve a low level of success that exceeds what you believe you are worth, you will unconsciously sabotage your own success. It's kind of like, if you like, a thermostat. Each of us has a financial thermostat, and then we're programmed to a certain level, a comfort level if you like, and if the temperature fluctuates a little from time to time, we eventually know it's going to return to the level at which our thermostat is set. Now, top people I've found are comfortable charging a lot of money for their time because they believe they're worth it. i.e., you know, if you want to deal with someone that's a top consultant, a top solicitor, let's say, or lawyer, it wouldn't be possible if they had low self-esteem. They have to charge what they feel they're worth. So self-esteem is a very, very important thing. You've got to believe in yourself. You've also got to think about the long term. Too many people have short-term views, and they're always thinking about, oh, I need to make a couple of grand here so I can pay the next car payment. They set themselves up in such a way that their lives require them to make the money come in every month, month in, month out, and they miss the amazing opportunities. You've got to set your life up and live within your own means whilst you're building your fortune using options and becoming a property developer. It takes time, but you've got to take the long-term view, otherwise you'll miss the opportunity. One of the keys I've found throughout my business career has been study wise men. And what I mean by that is deal with people that know what they're talking about. Go and educate yourself like you're doing with someone that's actually gone out and done it, rather than someone claims to have done something. People have actually gone and made money. They understand what it takes to do that. And if you mix with people that are successful, you can model yourself on them. It's a powerful tool, modeling, and I use it consciously in many situations, especially if I'm in a hostile sort of situation with people. I model myself on someone I know that can deal with those type of situations, and it just helps me overcome my own shortcomings, if you like, which I'm not ashamed to admit I have. You should always think about number one as well. Pay yourself first. Pay your mortgage, pay your bills, pay your credit cards, pay for other essentials, and then you'll have money left over at the end of the month. But we also need to turn things around the other way and say to ourselves, right, we've got some fixed costs, but extra money we need to make as much available as possible so we can start our dream and give ourselves that financial freedom. It may well be that instead of working such long hours, you can work shorter hours, which gives you more time to go out and find yourself property. Which brings me on to the next point, which I call sacrifice, which is really about controlling your expenditure, how much you spend each month. Go for essentials. As you get going in this business, you want to just concentrate on things that are going to make you money, not things that are necessarily going to give you comfort and waste your time. You want things that are actually going to give you the opportunity to earn more money. So if you can save now by making some sacrifices, you'll do a lot better later down the road. That's what it's about. Everyone has to make sacrifices at some level to get started and to make money. And finally, don't procrastinate. You need to take some action now. Everyone procrastinates, I find, but those people that are doers, don't even occur to them they're going to do it tomorrow. They're doing it now. By the time everyone else has thought about it, they've done it. Procrastination is the killer of all opportunities, so you need to take action today. The first action you've taken is by doing a course, and I congratulate you on that, but now you need to take what you're learning and actually put it into practice out there. Good luck.